hug, and you're going to have it in the arch position if you can, like that. So the oval is going sort of horizontal, if you like. So put it onto the floor and place your feet at the edge of the hog to do our warm up. And standing in a nice position, take a nice deep breath in, stretching the arms up and breathing. Hands are coming down to the sides. And again, inhale, reach up. Feel the rib cage lifting and noticing what your shoulders feel like. As you can tell, mine one side is not so great. And then down we go. Right, just roll the shoulders nice and easy and free. Keeping that rib cage down. And then circle the shoulders the other way. No tension though, just free flowing movement. And then just gently ease your weight to the side of the legs. Let your arms hang. Let your head just drop side to side. So we're getting a little stretch on the neck right from the outset. This is the core is pulling you gently into the center. Good. 2 more. And last one. Put your hands on your hips, soften the knees and circle your body over the top of that hog. All the way around, noticing the legs, the knees, the hips. Change direction. Round you go. And then just isolate and do a little wiggle. Fingertips on your hip bones. And change direction. See what that lower back feels like. And then standing up tall again. Raise the arms up. And then we're going to bend the knees, swing the arms and lift up. So it's a squat. Squat and stretch the back of the legs. Just a little bit of warmth into the body, just invigorating all of the muscles. One more time. And then circle those arms around the back. Just do a nice neck stretch. Look to the side, to the middle, and then to the other side, to the middle, and to the side. And then drop your chin to your chest. Looking up. And then looking down. Looking up. Looking down. To the center, look over the shoulder. The other way. And the other way. Just nice repetitive movements, no stress. Last one. Lovely. Right, we're going to step onto the hog now. I'm just going to turn the camera so you can see my feet. We're going to stand on it, so we have our feet up to the edge. And you're just going to do duck feet now, and just walk up and down the prickles, feeling any sensitive bits. Oh, I haven't been on this for a while, I can feel it for myself. Got a few cavities. So just have a little walk on the prickles. See how that feels. Ooh. Now turn your toes forward and your heels are down, a bit different, not need. Again, prickly, prickly. And then standing tall, put the right foot in the center of the arch and lift the knee for a balance. And then take the leg out to the side. Lift the knee for a balance. And out to the side. Now if you can't manage this with your feet on the prickles, you might want to just come off. And that's absolutely fine. Lift the knee. I'm holding on to something. If you want to do that, you can. Feel that glute in the standing leg. One more time. Lift. Lower. Put it back on. Change legs. So now I've got my left foot in the middle. Start to lift and lower the leg. Feeling strong through that standing leg. If you need to soften the knee on that side, you can do so. Okay, lift the knee and then take it out to the side. So right through that glute med, I can feel that. Breathe. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And again. And then rest your feet back onto the hop. Hands on the hips. I've got my feet in duck feet, and then just soften the knees and do some pelvic tilts. So you're tilting your pelvis forward and back with soft knees. Feet are out to the side like a little ballerina. Okay, hold it into that nice neutral spine. Hands are relaxed, and then we're just going to bend the knees, keep the back straight, and press up through the back of the leg, squeezing the glutes. Down again. Watch those that have knee issues like me. Although this is the most comfortable thing for my knees, so you just check yourself that that's okay for you. Keep that tailbone tucked, you keep it lift. Your body isn't coming forward at all, you're just dropping down like ballerina. And again, squeeze down. Exhale, lift back up. Squeeze your bum. One more time. And relax. Good. Right, pop off the hog. See how your feet feel. Obviously, we've had quite a lot of compression on your feet there. We're going to do a balance exercise now. So I want you to use the edge of your mat. And it's going to be like the tightrope. So put your foot on the edge of the mat, the outside of your foot on the edge of the mat. So we've got a nice straight line. And then you're just going to place the other one in front of it. Place one in front of it. Keep doing that. Keep looking forward. Try not to look down. This is tricky. I haven't done this for ages. I can tell. Do it the other way. Edge of the foot, side of the mat. Tailbone tucked. Neutral spine. Look forward if you can. Keep the back upright. Try not to look down. It's tricky. Or just stood on my own toe. Good, that's a little bit better. A little bit better. Let's do it again. So it's taken me a couple of times now just to get my brain working and remembering what to do. Squeeze the glutes. You can tell if you're weak in your glute med if this gets wobbly. Lovely. All right, let's do the next little balance act. Take your hog. We're working on balance quite a lot today. Flat side now, so it's rocking forward and back. Now again, if you can't manage this with the hog, just do it on the floor. So step on in the middle of the hog with your right foot, standing up, just let the other leg go behind. See straight away how you feel. Now soften the knee and challenge yourself. Lifting up that back leg, squeezing, doing what you need to do with your hands. I'm going to have mine at the side here. Reach through the crown of the head and through the leg. Now coming standing up if you can. Balance and stretch the leg in front. Take the leg behind. This is hard even on the floor. So if you need to, do what you can do. Hold on to something if you need to. Or just do a simple balance exercise if this is just too much. Take a rest. So guys, listen, I know balance, you're like, oh, I can't balance. I was at my mum's the other day and she was saying, I just can't do the balancing. So don't worry if you can't do it to the level that I'm doing it. I'm just showing you challenges that you can work towards. But what I'd really like you to do is just stand on one leg. So just do that on the mat if you can. Let's try that on the other leg. So if you want to, you just stand there and go like this. Right, try not to hook the leg over the other one because you're going to stop using that muscle there. I noticed my mum was like doing that and actually makes you worse. So if you need to have that leg out just to keep the weight down into the solid part of the leg. Okay, take the left leg on. Get ready to stand up. So a neutral spine, drawing in the core. Lifting up, float that leg behind. Not so good on this leg. Feel it already. Focus. Now lift the knee. And then bring it back into the T. Focus. Squeeze. Arms if you can. Stretch. Then, if you can, I'm just holding on a minute, I have to bring that leg all the way forward. She says, she's nearly falling off, be careful. This is all good. This wobbling is good for your inner tendons and ligaments and everything. And then take a rest. Oh, just so long as you did some kind of balancing there, that's all we need. All right, we're going to come onto the floor now. So I'm just going to bring this forward. Let's angle the camera a bit. Right, so we're going to go on the floor. And we're going to go on our, should we go on our backs? Yes, we'll go on our backs. Just put the hog at the side for a moment. Over here. All right, so notice how your spine feels on the floor, hands are relaxed. And we're just going to do some shoulder presses. I want you to press your shoulders down into the mat. So really push that thoracic spine down into the mat, keeping the spine long. You've got the hip to rib connection here. And then release. And again, exhale. Press those shoulders down into the back, chin is down. Pressing that back in. And then release. So it's a very subtle move. It's very hard to see anything happening. But your rib cage above your bra straps where I'm after pressing into the mat. And then relax. Now bring your arms over the head. Inhale. And then exhale, draw it back in. Now try not to allow the rib cage to flare. So what I mean by this, sometimes when you take your arms over the head, this happens. Yeah, so keep that back down. And then just pull the arms. Breathe in, hands over the head. Breathe out. So as you're practicing the breathing, think about on the shushing bit that your abdominals are going down into the spine. So I want you to think shh, and that's going down into the mat. Inhale. Exhale, press down. Inhale, arms are over one more time. I love this exercise. Really simple, but really great way to get into the breathing. Take the hands and rest them at the side of the back. Okay, we're just going to do simple knee lifts. So we're going to lift one knee and then lower one knee. So let's try and breathe. Take an inhale, exhale, lift the knee. Inhale here, and then exhale as it goes down. Inhale, exhale, lift the knee. Inhale, exhale, let it drop. And again, exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Yeah, lovely. Okay, just lifting. Now make sure the knee is over the hip. It's not coming into the chest like that. Keeping that rib to hip connection. Maybe you've got your fingertips and thumbs on your ribs to make sure that isn't moving. So your torso is staying completely stable. All right, bring that right knee in. Hold it there. And now we're just going to circle that knee. So as we're just doing a little circle with the knee, imagine you've got a pencil on your knee and it's drawing a circle on the ceiling. The other knee stays where it is. And then change direction. So really want to anchor down those hips. Don't let the hips move. And this is just massaging the femur. Last one. And then place that leg down. Inhale. And then exhale, lift the other leg. Okay, go with the circling. So do a nice pointy toe so your foot's just not hanging there. Making sure this hip is not moving. Mine's just moving there. I just need to keep my hand on the hip bone. And then change direction so ribs are pushed down into the mat. Good. Nice. And then gently take it down. Bring the right leg up. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, you can bring the left leg with it. Now glue the legs together. In fact, what we're going to do is take the hog and you're going to place the hog in between the knees. So you've got something to grab onto. So here we're just going to circle both knees, tiny. I don't want you to feel your lower back moving. Just want you to feel the lower abs. Feel it in your hips a little bit here. Ribs are down. Change direction. Make sure you're concentrating on that breathing. Okay, hold it. Now we're going to take the legs to the right side. Let your arms relax to the side. Now try and keep the hip on the floor though. Don't allow that opposite hip to move. So put your hand on your hip and then change. And then change to the other side. And make sure your knees are not coming to your chest. The legs are still over the hips. Just rocking side to side. Feel the abdominals and the obliques. It's quite tough. If it's too much, you can take your feet down to the floor like so, and you can do the rocking like this. You choose, don't make it too stressful for your back. Just keep it nice, low level, rocking side to side without these hips lifting off the floor. One more time. Lovely. Okay, grab the hog off. Now, I want you to imagine you've got a rod in your back. Okay, feet are flat on the floor. We're going to lift the whole of the spine, lift it up. We're not going to bridge here. We're not rolling up the spine. We're just going to lift completely up. So take an inhale, exhale, lift your glutes, and squeeze them and push them up to the ceiling. Hips are leading. You've got a nice straight line between the knees and the hips and the ribs. Take an inhale, exhale, gently come back down. Take an inhale, exhale, squeeze your glutes, then lift those hips up tall. Take an inhale, exhale, drop down just in one piece. Again, take an inhale, exhale, squeeze your glutes first always, then you're coming back up, really squeezing through those thighs and your hips. Feet are on the floor, make sure your toes aren't lifted or your heels, sometimes that happens. So the back of the legs are working. And again, drop it down. And again, lift up, squeezing, pushing the feet down into the mat. Hands are down at the sides. And then bring it back. All right, so we're going to take the hog. You're going to lift your hips and you're going to slide this under your hips so your bottom, so the lower part of your spine, top part of your bum is on the ridge. So lift the hips up and just slide it underneath. Right, so see how that feels. I want a nice straight spine. You can tilt the pelvis slightly if you feel comfortable like that. If the knobbles are too much, you can put a mat over the top. Hands are relaxed at the side. So we're going to do the same exercise as we did earlier with one knee lift and then take the left leg down. You've got a little bit more of an angle there going on through the hip joint. And again, inhale, exhale, take it down. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale, down. And again, nice, easy, but nice and effective. So we're going to, so we've got nice stability through the hips. They don't move because you've got feedback here from the hog, so that should feel good. So bring the right knee in and then we're going to circle it deep round to the side. Then you bring it back into the center and straighten the leg. Bend the knee and then take it down. Bend the knee, lift it up. Circle the opposite leg round. Good, into the start position. Straighten the leg. Bend the leg and take it down. And again, slowly up, feeling those abs. Circle the knee round to the side, opening that hip joint, coming into the center. Straighten the leg. Bend and then drop down. So if you don't have a hog, you could use a couple of blocks or a couple of cushions. It's really nice feeling to get your hips up off the floor. Spine is still nice and neutral though. And you've got a nice feedback going on for that lower part of the back. Circle the knee round into the center. Extend the leg. Bend and then gently place it down. Last time on this side, here, circle the knee round into the center, extend the leg, bend the knee and drop it down. Now I'm going to ask you to bring your knees in one by one. Now again, my back hasn't really changed. I'm just going to do a little wriggle though, because it makes it feel like the spine is lengthening as I'm sitting here. So really anchor down with your shoulders. Try and then put a little bit of an abdominal contraction on here, because we're going to straighten both legs. So I'm quite flexible in my hamstring, so I can find this feels lovely for that lower spine. And then bend the knees. But you might be here, and I'd rather you be here with straight knees than like this, yeah, because you're going to get the hamstring. So I want you to be hamstring, feeling the back of the legs as you extend both sides. So if you can, straighten and bend. Now just one leg down, and then the other leg down. So right leg, and gently take it to the side if you can. Lead with the heel back into the center, midline, and then drop it down. Extend the left leg, turn the heel onto the inside, so you've got your inner thigh working. Leg goes out to the side, comes back in, and drops down. Okay, a little bit more vigorous now. We're going to do it quite quickly. Just flick those legs up, up, up. My knees are making a really funny noise. Lots of walking last weekend. It can feel it. This muscle's doing all sorts of things. Two more. Last one. Both legs up. Now, both legs up. Take the right leg straight and strong. So make sure you don't lose that core connection here. We're going to drop this leg down. This other leg comes towards your face a little bit. Don't allow that body to change. Send the energy down this leg. This leg, if you can hold it. And then gently bring it back in. Let's do the other side. Slowly down with your left leg. You can hold your right leg, give it a go. Exhale, don't let that bottom move, because the hog's there, you're unlikely to change that stability of the pelvis, which is perfect. But if you don't feel this comfortable with the hog there, you can do this one without, but you really need to make sure that your torso stays stable. And again. Okay, we're going to, if you want to, speed this up a little bit. So with scissors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, last one, 8, bring both knees in, gently take one foot down. Now you're just going to lengthen that leg and let it just hang and feel the stretch. This one, bring the knee into the chest as much as you feel you can. Your torso is still in the same position. This leg is, the weight of the leg is pulling that hip flex and making it feel good. Should anyway, hopefully it does. I normally do this bit at the end of the class, but I decided this week to do it like this because it is one of the best bits. And I always think, oh, I'm running out of time, but this way I can really focus on it a bit more. Gently bring that leg back in. Don't allow anything to move here. Change it, and then let that one drop down. Feel heavy, and really stretch out that hip. Should feel good. So a couple of release stretches. Bring that leg back in. Now, put your feet together, let your knees drop to the side. Now, if you want your back to change here, you can, because you're going to have it closer up. So my back has just moved a little bit, my tailbone is tucked under a bit more. And I'm then going to grab the ankles on the inside and really feel the knees nice and wide. this feels good to you, stay there. And then if you want to go even deeper, you can go there. So now I have got my back in that curved position. Got a nice inner thigh stretch going on there. You can hold the insides of the legs or the outsides. I like to hold the outsides of my ankles. Do a nice stretch and breathe. And then bring both knees in. Gently ease one leg down. Then the other leg goes down. Okay, so now focus. Take an inhale, squeeze your glutes, lift the hips, slide the hog away. Oh, and then see how you feel on the floor now. You should feel a lot more open around this pelvis area. Okay, roll onto your sides and get up to all fours. And just check that we're still online, that nothing's gone wrong. You never know with this old system. Am I still there? I think I'm still there. Let's see. Okay. So we're going into what hands and knees position. Let's do some nice mobilization through the shoulders now. So nice, long, straight spine, head is long, shoulders are back and down, finger facing forwards, shins and feet feel nice on the floor. Turn your toes under and let's just rock backwards without changing the spine, and then rock forwards without changing that spine. So we're always keeping that spine long. We're pressing back into the feet, so nice mobilization of the feet, impact on those wrists. Good. And again, just rocking, feeling mobile again in the pelvis, in the hips, exercising through the torso. 2 more. And then last one. Flat the feet down, just sit back and stretch. If you want to, you can use the hog here to rest your head. Again, torso lock. Head here. Take the knees wide and just do a little wiggle so you're stretching those inner thighs as well. Feeling good. Right, rolling back up. Take the hog, just place it in front, just underneath your arms. You're going to put your thumbs at the edge. You're not on the hog at the moment. We're going to aim for our face to go in front of the edge of the hog. So we're going to do a press up. Take an inhale, exhale, let your shoulders and elbows go to the side, and then lift yourself back up. So the elbows are going to the side here, guys. Down to the side. Lift back up, nice and strong. And again, inhale. Exhale down. Exhale up. And one more time, breathe in. I can tell I haven't done this for a while. Let's do nice, slow, and then lift up. Sit back and stretch. You feel nice and warm through those shoulders. Nice stretch there of the spine. Right, we're going to do a bit of unilateral stuff here. So we're going to put just one hand in the centre of the hog. I'm going to use my right hand, place it to the side. Again, it's a press up. This time it's a slightly different. You'll hit different muscles because we've got that raised up hog. So you can inhale, exhale, down. Right down if you can, and then push back up. And again, down we go. Push back up, really pushing through those arms and shoulders and the wrists. Inhale, exhale, then push back, just take a little rest and change sides. Hand in the center, one hand on the mat. Nice square position and aim to nose to touch the floor. Take an inhale, exhale down. And then press back up. I inhale down. As you inhale down and exhale up. So on that breath out, you're shushing up. Because it gives you a bit more strength. One more time. And then take a little rest. Hands are forward, stretch it here. Lovely. Should feel strong through that body now. Okay, so we're going to kneel on the hog. So take your shins and put them on the flat side of the hog. Your knees are at the front, and mostly it's your shins on the hog. Your feet are tucked under behind. So here we are again, quite a lot of weight in your hands. And we're here. So now we're just going to press back and just feel a stretch. This stretches the different parts of your spine. Really feel it into the arch, to the lumbar, and into the feet. Okay, coming back up, we're going to thread the needle. So I want you to think about the upper part of the spine, bra strap upwards. Try and keep this part, imagine you've got a teacup on your sacrum and it's not going to move, so it's quite subtle. So really consciously, just the upper spine and rotate out. And again, so really press down equally between those feet and knees. And just rotating the upper body. And again. And out. Then place that arm round the back of your body. Open the chest a little bit for the last bit. Make sure that lower spine stays where it is. Well, that's quite tricky. And then relax. Sit back and stretch. As we're raised up a little bit, just makes it slightly different to normal. Take an inhale. Exhale, rotate just the upper body. Don't let those hips move, mine did then. And then open. Out. And again. Notice your mobility in that upper body, or lack of. And again. Thread the needle, just that upper torso. Take it open. One more time. Good. Excellent. All right, come off the hog. Place that to the side. And do a little baby pose stretch. Resting the head and arms. Just take a breather. That was pretty hard. Okay. Side work. So we're going to have the flat side down there, and you're going to place your upper foot on it. Actually, we'll put both feet on it, both feet on the flat side. So we're in that nice long position, your legs are already lifted. So this gives you more chance of your spine being in alignment. If you think you have your legs down, it's going to sort of encourage your legs to be lazy. So this way you've got to actively use both legs, your hips are in alignment, you feel lifted slightly through the ribs there, arm is nice and long, head and face facing forward. Let this arm reach down towards the feet and then let it sweep over the head. So I want you to really think about wrapping your buttocks together as you stay in this long position. So this is level one, it's just your arm. And I want you to keep that balance, making sure that you're not rolled backwards into your bum. And this could be a challenge, okay? Now, as you take the arm next time, level two, float and lift that leg. Reach it away. And then back. Okay, and again, reach it up and over. Stretch through that tummy. I can feel a lovely stretch through my tummy there. All right, this time, level three. Arm is up over the head, the other leg. As the hands come together, the other leg goes behind and down under behind the hog on the floor. So you've got a full stretch going on the front line of the body. And then lift as the arm comes back and then place it back onto the foot. And again, lift it over and then behind, let it drop. Oh, that's powerful. And then back. I can feel a lovely pull in a muscle called my psoas. Psoas is the muscle that attaches your lower body to your upper body, through your lower back, down in through here. I don't know if anyone else feel it. I can feel it in my tummy here. It's reaching down into my leg. Feels so good. And then down. And again, squeeze the glutes so everything is active. There's no lazy parts of the body. Reach and hold here. And I'm going to hold my wrist also to give myself an extra pull. And then imagine someone's pulling that leg behind, so you're getting a good stretch. You're going to be tall and lengthened, elongated, decompress through that spine. And then relax. All right, take the legs off the hog, bring the knees in, roll onto your sides up to sitting gently as we go to the other side to do the same. Today's work is quite simple, yet effective. I hope you can see that. Make it nice and simple, because simplicity often is all you need. Fancy moves, only for Instagram. Okay, lengthen the body. The feet are on top. So now make sure you don't roll backwards. Often people roll into their bums here for support, or your belly forward. So you to feel the side of your leg on that floor. Hand is here. Just do that level one with the arms. Just reaching, making sure that top leg is active. Both legs are active here because you've lifted off the floor anyway. Make sure your knees feel a little tight. Your buttocks are switched on, all you're wrapping around into your bum with your muscles. Good, arm is moving. Okay, so let's lift the leg and then lower the leg, reach it away. And again, lift, pointy toes and lower. And then this time we lift. And this time as we lower, we're going to take the leg down behind onto the floor. And then as we lift, we come back. Oh yes, oblique work. Lift it. Down. Up. Press up. And then in. Such a great stretch for elongation. Down we go. Yes, and then lift. Lower. One more time. We're going to hold and let that leg just drop behind. Grab the wrist and give yourself. Just roll forward slightly as well. You'll get even more of a pull. Squeeze your bum and let that leg just hang. The weight of the leg feels this is really lengthening through your waist here from your rib to your hip. Nice stretch. Oh yes. So good. So good. And then rest. Bring your knees in and roll up to sitting gently. Okay, so the next one, we're going to take the hog like this and we're going to put it into our hips. Now, if this doesn't feel comfortable for anybody's back, don't do it. Always, that is the motto. It's not positioned. I'm going to take my hip bones. Then the pubic bone will be on the top, hopefully. So we're in this position. So I've got on my elbows. And again, stability through the pelvis is perfect here. So there's no movement. Or you get feedback if your pelvis does start moving. So all I want you to do is tuck your toes under, shoulders are back and down here, and you're going to lift the knee off the floor. So you're going to squeeze your glute to do that, your bottom, yes? And then rest. Squeeze your left buttock and lift the left knee and down. If this is too uncomfortable, the prickles being on your pelvic area, obviously don't do it, or put a cushion there instead, or just do this on the floor. Now, the chance actually is nicer doing it like this because your spine is more elongated, it is safer for your spine here. You can also get more into the glutes. Or if you want to use the hog and just put a mat over the top if the prickles are too much. Okay, again, squeeze. One leg at a time. Now we're going to go for both legs. At the same time, your shoulders are back and down, so you're feeling it upper back. So both knees up and down. Again, up. Now feel that your abs are working as well, so you've got a drawing in through the abdominal area, through your belly button. Squeeze and release. Exhale and release. And again, exhale, lift, hold it here. Now reach through the crown of the head and press. Bring your shoulder, and do this with your arms on the floor. It's not like that, but imagine pulling yourself forward and lifting the upper torso with the shoulders back and down. Don't lift the chin. Think from the crown of the head, you're lifting and lengthening, and then release everything. Okay, lift both knees, squeeze your bum, and then raise up through that upper torso, pulling through the abdominal area there, guys. Don't lose that abdominal area. And then relax down and release. Now, if you feel comfortable and your spine is in a good position, you could come up onto your hands to do this. But I don't want you to be fully extended through that lower spine. Be careful. So I'm going to stay here. It feels better for me. So the knees lift, reach up through that upper torso, squeeze the shoulders back and down, and then release. Okay, bring yourself back up. Maybe roll onto the side. Take yourself off, hog. Coming back up. Lovely. Sitting position. This is where the hog really helps with sitting. So place it like this and sit on the top. Now you could sit on the flat side or the knobbly. I don't mind. I don't mind the knobbly side. It's up to you. As long as you're raised up, it's easier for those inner thighs for this stretch. And it's also, you want to feel your sit bones on whatever it is you're sitting on. So you may want to sit on a block. In the class, lots of people bring their blocks for this. Or a cushion or something. So now start to feel those inner thighs, rolling the shoulders back and down, and lengthen again through the crown of the head. Take the arms out to the side. Legs are anchored, feet are up. We're just going to rotate round and then come back in. Now I don't want you to move your arms first and not your body. We need to lead with the chest. Okay, again, round you go. So this is really anchoring down. The hips can't move, or if they do, you really will feel them. So it's a very small movement through. In fact, put your hands on your ribs and notice it. Go round. So this stops your arms taking over. Imagine you're pulling yourself around with your own arms. Your shoulders are going to be facing the wall. Yes? Try and get the shoulders parallel with the wall. So it's not just your head that's leading. I want you to lead with the ribs, then the head follows. Lead with your ribs, and then your head follows. Nice rotation through that thoracic, lumbar spine staying where it is. Now if you can, put your hands to the front and just with straight back, just walk your hands forward. Keep looking at me if you can. Don't worry if you can't get as low as me. Take an inhale, exhale, come back up. Slide one hand towards one leg. Just drop your head down. And then come back up slowly. Change side, just slide and reach. Feels good. And again, slide and reach. Slide and reach. Good. One more time, sliding and reaching down. And then coming back up. Place the hand on the floor. Now you're a little bit lower here, but that should be okay. Reach this one up to the ceiling and then lean over. Now imagine your body, so don't lean forward here. Keep your hand right over your ear. Arm is over your ear. So, and this hip is anchoring down. So you've got that position where that hip is anchoring down. You can feel a nice pull through that waist. Reaching again. Coming back. Return. Reach the arm up first, lengthen the spine, put your hand on the floor, and then go over as you feel fit laterally through the body. That feels so good. Coming back in, let the arm relax down. Take your hands together and then cross your legs. Now again, because we're lifted up, cross legs should feel much more comfortable for those that find this really uncomfortable. If you're tight in the hips, this is a lovely way to do it. Place your hands on your knees, and then hold them back so you're pulling up through the spine and you're really getting a stretch on your arms. Keep that chin down. Look over the shoulder with the neck stretch. And then the other side. Oh, it's tight on that side for me. I can feel it. And then drop your chin down. And then lift up. And then relax. Take the opposite hand to the knee. And just rotate round as you feel you can. Just try and pull yourself around with that straight spine. See how that feels. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. And then change sides. Rotate. Pull round. Let the shoulders just rotate a little bit further if you can. Lovely. Final one, take your hand over the back of your head and then the other side. Try not to bunch your shoulders, keep them down. Again, rotate into the centre. And then bring the elbows together, touch. Take them out and then rotate into the centre. Touch the elbows together, out to the side and drop to the side. Keep your head up, don't lean forward. Keep that lift. Keep that lift. Elbows are wide. Breathing. Reaching those arms up to the ceiling, feeling long. Looking between the hands. Take the hands down. Place them together. Let's just start to relax. The breath. So I want you to just settle in. Oh, sorry, itch my nose. And start to close the eyes gently and focus in on yourself. Check in with yourself right now. Go within. Check out what's happening inside your mind and your body. How are you feeling? Okay, now let's focus in on the feeling of the breath in the body. Go to the breath. Notice the speed of the breath, the calmness. Don't try and change anything. Just notice it. Where can you feel that breath? Can you feel it in your nostrils? Or through your lips? Or your chest? Sometimes people feel it in the throat. Or can you feel the expansion of the belly? Let's start now to actually expand the belly. So breathe in and allow that belly to really bloat out. And then allow the breath to let go through the lips. And again, inhale really deeply into the belly. And then allow the breath to go. And then relax all of that and just be. Just be. Notice any thoughts fleeting through your mind. Try and count the thoughts that come in and then go out. Just notice the thought thread. Maybe you start with one thought, then it moves on to another one. Maybe you're starting inner chatter. If you notice that, just stop it. Just stop it. Just say stop. Focus in, back on the sound of your breath in the body. And then the process will start again. Notice if you feel like you want to start fidgeting. Meditation is the noticing. Okay, take a breath in now. Full and long, and then exhale out through the lips. And again, deep breath in. And exhale out through the lips. And just then open your eyes this time. And notice any differences that you feel within yourself. And maybe shake your hands and wiggle. Stretch your face out a little bit so that you wake up. So meditation is all about noticing what your body does in a pattern, if you like. Over years, you may have told yourself the same stories, or your thought patterns are the same. So you hear a sound that triggers you to another thought. You start to identify it. Then it reminds you of a story, and then you go down that story. So meditation is just noticing that and just being aware of it, not judging it, but just trying to stop the pattern and then focusing back into yourself. It actually does stimulate an area of the brain that does decline, and we need to keep it awake. Like every muscle in the body, if we don't keep it active, it will decline. So we want to keep that active, and that's what meditation is about.